Hello everyone and welcome to another video review, and today we're taking a look at, well, we're taking a second look, because I think I've already done a review of Aurora Freyvia, haven't I? Been a little busy lately in real life, and so, yeah, kind of forgot. But regardless, let's talk about Aurora Freyvia, or at least show her off a little bit, because Aurora Freyvia is pretty interesting. I find it very interesting to seeing the number of builds I have so far, and this does belong to a user named Kissa, who is a quite a regular viewer on my Twitch stream, as well as a big member of the Discord community. And if you haven't checked it out, then you should definitely check out the Raised Discord, as it is a great little community if you need help for anything. So yeah. Or anything within reason. I feel like you gotta add that stuff nowadays, because someone's gonna be like, well, I wanted help, resolving the problems with my internet connection. Time and a place. Anyway, so this is a build, and I've seen a couple of builds pop up on my friend list for Aurora Freyvia. So far, most of them seem to be based around attack, which is a tiny bit weird to me, not to be negative against anyone who is building Aurora Freyvia so far, but the attack-based build around a attack magic hybrid. For a magic spirit hybrid, it doesn't really matter how you build it, whatever stat you can build more. Ideally, normally with a hybrid, you want a, as high of a stat mix as you can get, but, shared between the two, like an even. But for the most time, attack and magic hybrids, it's better to build for magic overall than it is for attack, because most bosses have lower spirit base than attack base. So that is something to note. So here, taking a look at Kissa, Kissa has built sorry, I meant her as in Aurora Freyvia. But Aurora Freyvia as a physical attacker, which, again, for me with hybrids, I usually think quite contrary. Can we see the animations? I got to admit, I really prefer playing on the Japanese side because it just runs smoother because there's a PC version. Looking at the original TMR, again, I think this is really nice for hybrids. And the extra light resistance is potentially nice into the future. Now, I've also heard that with this Super TMR, Aurora Freyvia will probably be the strongest unit on the global side. At least probably until Axstar or some new global exclusive power creeps the hell out of her. Aurora Freyvia is not meant to come into the rare gacha on the global side until next year sometime. And what that basically says to me is that Aurora Freyvia is slightly ahead of the power creep, in the same way that Chocobo Fina on the JP side is ahead of the power creep there. And looking at Aurora Freyvia in terms of stats, I can definitely see that. Pretty nice. This one is built to just be maxed out. Obviously a big fan. And so let's just go in and test some stuff out and see what we can do. We'll be doing an exploration today because the explorations are out. And I'm still trying to farm up at least a few, just a few extra of these crystals to help me level some characters. We'll see if we get there. By the way, the LD player, it works so-so, just in case anybody was wondering. And the music choice this time, I mean, she's alone in that you can't have 2 7-stars on your team, I guess. I don't know. But for equipping her own TMR, she has access to triple cast on turn 1. Something I have noted so far with Aurora Freyvia seems to be that, well, she does kind of feel like if you're using too many of her abilities, she can run out of MP a little quickly. Some people might disagree with that, but it's just been some people's builds I've been playing around with, where it's like, oh, shoot, I'm out of MP. I guess it's slightly different because on the JP side, we just have so much MP recovery. She also does have a couple of attacks to help with this, particularly, where is it? It's 45 MP. Flash of Brilliance, which will actually restore her MP, which is pretty nice. It's supposed to be a 75 MP, and it is AT chaining too, which, if you don't know, AT chaining into the future is basically the best. So here we can do this, and do this, and the rest of my team can just sit around looking pretty because there are only 6 stars. Sad. Yeah, in general, I really don't have any problem with Aurora Freyvia. I think that she is a pretty damn cool unit. Feels like a upgrade. Something that is super nice, and do not spend Lapis, please. We have these for a reason. Wait, I need... Probably should have just used 3 to make the video. But we'll also see if we can get her Limit Burst, since this Limit Burst is fully charged. But yeah, Aurora Freyvia feels just like, kind of like I thought, everybody's chaining partner. And that makes her a great versatility unit for a team, and potentially just one of the best units to put on a friend list. I think she'll be plenty good into the future. There doesn't seem to be anything that I can really find that is negative about her kit. Other than I would just preferably like, I don't know, maybe some more MP recovery, but we're pretty spoiled on the JP side for how much MP recovery we have. So let's just try and get that Limit Burst. Not to mention that I just don't have a ton of chaining partners for her in this, which is too bad. But maybe just because I'm such a big fan of AR chaining, which is Lunera style of chaining, we should at least do that once. It is Endless Punishment. Just a nice, clean sweeping ability. And we are either like 1 crystal away, or it's very tiny on my screen. Nope, we can do it. Let's show it off. Pretty nice, strong attack. Not getting any 4-star tier items. So disappointing. And going into the future, here we go. Let's go up against this. So yeah, once she is out, people will be able to get her super TMR by just pulling for more on the banner. But yeah, I think Aurora Freyvia has a nice TMR, a really great super TMR, and should be good into the future. As in terms of a damage dealing unit, nothing in her kit really seems to stand out as opposed to the Xenogear units or Axstar. That will probably be the point where Aurora Freyvia falls fairly out of the damage meta. That's not to say anything bad, it's just, yeah, you have to understand, Axstar is just so amazing. He really, really is. Just having so few in the way of problems, and just such a strong limit burst that it really does make for just a incredibly powerful unit. And we should have enough to get through the rest of this. By the way, I haven't looked, but what does Kissa have equipped for a weapon? Lionheart. Okay. That answers a few questions that I have for setup later. Let's just get through these waves really quickly. Also, I haven't really taken a look at her victory animation, I don't think, yet. Am I a little jealous? Yeah. I mean, I still quite like regular Freyvia. I think regular Freyvia is still pretty neat, and to be totally just potentially annoying to some people out there, I actually like Aurora Freyvia's design more than New Freyvia. Not to say anything bad about New Freyvia, I just kind of think that the blue, white, and silver looks a little bit better than with the red. It's quite a busy sprite we have there. Alright, so let's go for some fun, shall we? So we want to start off with Luster to give the light element, and then we'll just go into double. Really nice high mountain damage. That Furious Radiance Flash one. Hey, 4-star. Nice. Way to go. That is Divine Ruination chaining, so it's a very, very good chaining family. Like, there really isn't anything to complain about here. I think that if you have her, she's a great unit to put up because a ton of friend units can work off her, providing that they have a light-based element weapon. And yeah, her kit is just generally really, really strong, and I think that she will be powerful into the foreseeable future, but yeah, against top-tier damage dealers of the future of JP side, it's tough competition for sure. You should not underestimate Xenogears or potentially Kingdom Hearts or anything else that is coming into the near future. There will be some powerful units. Aurora Freyvia will have some competition, but until then and into the future, she's a pretty cool light-based unit based off one of my favorite units in the global side. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. See you then.